calendar will be one this year to whet the appetite for the global extravaganza set to unfold in Germany in just a few weeks' time. First, as ever, the national anthem sung by Michael Ball, backed by the National Youth Choir of Great Britain and the Royal Band of Electrical and Mechanical Engineers. The West Ham fans have been waiting a long time for this, and they are determined their team will put on a grand show, as they will hope to do. Well, let's have a look at the teams then, starting with Liverpool. A season for them that began way back in July of last year. Benitez is without the cup-tie Robbie Fowler, Luis Garcia, who's suspended, of course, along with West Ham's Hayden Mullins after their recent joint dismissal, but not Xabi Alonso. His damaged ankle has healed in time to take up his usual role in midfield. So, Ray, how's it going to shape up then? Well, now West Ham, and with Mullins missing, Welsh international Carl Fletcher, who at the start of the season was out on loan at Watford. He's drafted into midfield, while on the injury front, to Alan Pardew's relief, both Matt Etherington and Dean Ashton are fit to start. One surpriser perhaps at the back, Argentine Lionel Scaloni starts rather than James Collins. Sizzling atmosphere inside the Millennium Stadium today, and it's Ferdinand straight away on the ball. On then by Gabidon, familiar territory this for him, of course, as a Welsh international and former Cardiff player. Benayoun. Now Scaloni has made a run down that right side. Wilson too by Ashton. Harewood wants it in the middle. Oh, it's an own goal! Enough Jamie Carragher, and West Ham have taken the lead. A sudden break, and Jamie Carragher, of all people, was in the wrong place at the right time as far as West Ham are concerned.
Well, look at this ball from Dean Ashton. That is a fantastic ball, it really is. He waited, Carragher had to play it because he wasn't sure Rayner was going to get it, but this pass is inch perfect. Scaloni drives it in across the box there. Carragher has to go for it, and unfortunately for him, just for the outside, he misses it with his right foot, it hits his left foot and then goes in. But that goal is all down to Dean Ashton's superb through ball. It really was a tremendous pass.
He and Gerard really are the local heartbeat of the Liverpool team. Reset. Unchallenged by Benayoun. Having said that, rather a hasty clearance then really from Reset. It was Benitez who moved Carragher back into central defence. He had been playing at right back prior to that. It's been a big success. Etherington teasing Herpier. Oh, testing Rayner, who lost it, and it's in! From Dean Ashton. Unbelievable! And West Ham are 2 goals up against Liverpool in the FA Cup final.
Well, it's amazing. It's the two players that have been talked about all week. Who would they play, would they not? The ball comes, it's Ashton that flicks it on. Etherington there just turns Herpier tries a shot. That's a ball that Rayner 9 times out of 10 gobbles up. Dean Ashton takes the chance, follows it in, and it's a simple tap in for him. But Ashton shot through legs, and Dean Ashton, well, what a contribution he's made to the game so far. Made the first goal, scored the second, and the player who right up to kick-off was touch and go whether he was going to play or not.
Harewood releasing Benayoun. And Liverpool are reeling here. Harewood. West Ham absolutely buoyant. Two in the middle, including Ashton. No service though this time, as it's cut out by Carragher. And Liverpool haven't really got hold of this game yet. Crouch. Gerrard certainly won't take this lying down. Making a burst up front now. Here's Harry Kewell, who's not really got into it yet. Alonso. Then Gerrard. Not too much he could do with that though. They are looking shocked and stunned, the team in red, and no wonder. Xabi Alonso onto Kewell. Brought down then, was he, by Fletcher? He was. Free kick to Liverpool. He says, look, I won it fairly. Not according to Alan Wiley, he didn't. Half an hour gone, and it's a scoreline that takes some believing. But here's Crouch! Offside. Flags up. Down beneath me. Gerrard took that free kick very quickly. Almost caught West Ham out. But Crouch was offside. Yeah,
it was very, very close. It certainly was. But certainly that caught West Ham napping. They'd gone to sleep, and Gerrard saw that Crouch was at that far post. But just, and only just, was Crouch offside there.
Crouch, who scored the winner, of course, against Manchester United. Got two as well against Birmingham in this season's competition. I thought for a moment there he'd brought his team back into this final. Ashton. I think he was backing into Herpier. Here's Gerrard. Boy, do they need his inspiration now, his influence. Alonso. Now Finnan. And Gerrard. It's a lovely ball as well for Cisse! It's there this time.
Well, as they say, game on. That certainly was a great ball in from Finnan. And certainly as Cisse gets round the back of Solanko and knocks it in right for him. It's a great volley. He's still got a bit to do, and it arrives at him. But gets the other side of Scaloni there. Scaloni doesn't know he's there. And it's a great volley from Cisse. Here we go. No chance for Hislop. But what a game we've got on our hands now.
Really has been an outstanding season for the Hammers. 9th place on their return to the Premiership. And now this FA Cup final. No wonder the fans who a year ago, remember, were calling for Alan Pardew's head. No wonder they've had a bit of a rethink.
No, he's done an incredible job, and he's made some excellent signings. You know, Gabbiadon has done a tremendous job at the back for West Ham alongside young Anton Ferdinand. A lot of people looked at Gabbiadon and thought, could he actually play at the top level? Well, he's proved he can, and he can prove that he's better than just coping with it. He's an excellent centre-back. Rio Coker is a bundle of energy in the middle of the field there.
Etherington, are they prepared at the back for Harewood? Arriving on the scene, then Benayoun as well! Almost skipped free. And Rayner to the rescue then for Liverpool, who were totally stretched and caught out.
Yeah, when you see that save again by Rayner, it was two saves really. When Harewood had the first shot, Rayner just stuck out his right foot and managed to make the save, and then he got back and made another good block from Benayoun as well. So really, two excellent saves. If that had gone in at the start of the second half, I'm not sure that Liverpool would have come back from it.
Carragher on to Risa. Morientes is through the middle, so is Peter Crouch, and that's a free kick. We really haven't had that many stoppages though. The game really has flowed, hasn't it, Ray?
No, it has. The stats at half-time showed that, there were very few fouls, certainly only one offside in the game. It's been a very open game, and there's been some good football played.
Here's Gerrard. His route to goal was blocked for a moment anyway. Up goes Crouch. In comes Gerrard! It certainly wasn't blocked the second time, and they are back on level terms in this thrilling cup final. 2-2.
Well, wouldn't you know it if anybody was going to score, right from the kick-off, Gerrard has shown his intention. Lovely ball in. Crouch at the far post there, knocks it back, and there's Gerrard unmarked. Midfield, West Ham midfields don't follow his run in, and it just bounces up from Lovely. Watch him appear in the picture there as he comes in. No West Ham midfield player near him. Carl Fletcher hasn't followed his run, bounces up Lovely for him. Shaka Heslop, no chance whatsoever.
Yossi Benayoun. So exciting for West Ham this season. Now Konchesky lending his support down the left. Oh, it's in! Paul Konchesky has conjured up an incredible goal. Did he mean it? Was it a cross? Was it a shot? He doesn't care right now. It's a goal for West Ham, and they are back in front in this extraordinary, exhilarating final.
Well, I can't believe he meant that. I think he was aiming for Harewood. He was peeling off to the far post. But it caught Rayner again. You see Harewood pulling off to the far post. I'm sure that's where he's looking. He's miscued it slightly. Rayner's off his line. He can't adjust his feet quickly enough. And we see the finish in the back of the net. I think he looks up there, looks at Harewood, and it comes off the outside of his foot. And Rayner is totally in the wrong position and can't readjust.
Completely wrong-footed then, Pepe Rayner, and to Alan Pardew's delight. Not to mention the delight of the 23,000 or so West Ham fans back behind the goal and over on that far side. Liverpool are back at West Ham throats again. That's Risa, tossed it towards Morientes. And then Gerrard! Oh, goodness me! What a strike from Steven Gerrard. I told you, don't write them off.
Well, that's something. This game has had absolutely everything.
Captain Fantastic or what?
Oh, what a strike. I mean, 5 minutes before he was hobbling, he was struggling with cramp, and it just dropped to him, and he's obviously made his mind up. Right, this is going in the net or it's going in the stand. I'm just giving it everything I've got left. And he struck it perfectly. Hislop, no chance. He's 35 yards out. It's flown in that back corner. What a strike. And I just don't know what else can happen in this game now, because we've seen it all.
There is so little more you can say about that. Again, Liverpool prepared to be patient here as they probe at West Ham. Sissoko, another who's covered so much ground. He's so combative and aggressive in the midfield. And what they want to see now, the Liverpool fans, is a complete recovery, a complete comeback by their team. Down at 2-0, but certainly not out. And once again, they have bounced their way back into this final at 3-3. Sheringham, only as far as Risa, letting fly! And it was not far away then from the Norwegian. 3 goals, remember, in the earlier rounds. 3 crackers as well.
Well, when the ball comes out to him, West Ham can't get to him quick enough. He has time to assess what he's going to do, and that is inches away from going in that top corner. I'm not sure if Xhaka would have got to that. He's after it, but if it had been in that top corner, it just would have sneaked in, I think.
Morientes. Kroenkamp free away to his right. Konchesky wasn't really tight on him. It's Kroenkamp. And maybe the wrong man in that threatening position, although he did have 2 in the middle in Cisse and Morientes.
Well, he actually had time there. He's broken through there. He's in a great position to have a strike on goal. But if he'd actually looked up, he might have had another touch, knocked it forward, squared it, and Morientes and Cisse were arriving in the box. But Nothing wrong with him having a go there, just couldn't get it on target.
There has to be a loser, and it looks now as if that is going to be settled by a penalty shootout, unless Nigel Rio-Coker, Zamora, tripped by Dietmar Hamann. Well, he's been cautioned by Alan Wiley, which maybe is a little harsh at this stage. I think the biggest punishment is that the free kick's been conceded where it has been. Yossi Benayoun to whip this one in. Rayner across, the bar off the post, and then wide by the limping Marlon Harewood. Oh.
Well, I mean, Rayner's not. Did he get a touch on that? But Harewood, he just can't adjust. He's struggling for his life with the injury. Just cannot adjust here. It's gone off the back of Harewood's head in the first place.
Oh, Rayner was really stretching. I'm not sure if he got his fingertips to that or not. But a major let off for Liverpool. He did get his hand to it.
He did, yeah. It was a tremendous touch.
Bobby Zamora. And it will be a penalty shootout to decide the last FA Cup final in the Millennium Stadium. Didi Hamann will take the first kick for Liverpool against Shaka Hislop, the man who a year ago thought his career was just about over. He didn't dream, I'm sure, that he would be in this kind of situation. Hamann against Hislop and scores eventually. Very cool, right?
No, it's a well-taken penalty. I think that Alan Wiley spoke to the goalkeepers before to say, look, I don't want you coming forward off the line, where we've seen a lot of goalkeepers in the past. They're allowed to move along the line, but not to come forward. And we've seen a lot of that happening, and certainly there Shaka stayed on his line when normally they might be a couple of yards forward.
Bobby Zamora, he saved it! Well, he has such a reputation for keeping out penalty kicks, and he's come up with another blinding stop here. Pepe Reina.
That was a tremendous save. He's taken a step forward, but he's got to really stretch into that bottom corner. And it's a good penalty, to be fair, but Pepe Reina, that's a fabulous save. That really is.
Made saves in a penalty shootout for Villarreal, his former club, in the final of the Intertoto Cup against Atletico Madrid. Pepe Reina, that got them through to the UEFA Cup proper, and he's made a lot of saves too in 90-minute games. Here comes Herpio. Oh, that's been saved as well.
Well, that really was a tired penalty, if ever I've seen one. His body language as he comes up to it there, he doesn't make good contact with it at all, and it's a very comfortable save for Shaka Hislop to make. So, you know, I think as Paul Walsh talked about, you know, tiredness in this penalty shootout, and that certainly showed.
Teddy Sheringham. Can he beat Reina? He can. Sheringham celebrates, so do the West Ham faithful behind that goal. Come on, come on. That's the cry from the veteran striker.
You don't get a cooler person under pressure than Teddy Sheringham. I've seen him throughout his career, and if ever you wanted somebody in a penalty shootout to come out and take a vital one, then he would be the man.
1-1. Steven Gerrard. Such a hero in the match itself. Eyes staring, focused, and he scores.
You know, I think of these penalty shootouts, it's all about making good contact with the ball, striking it as firmly as you can. If you try and be clever at these penalty shootouts, I think goalkeepers will suss you out, and they've got chances of making saves against you. But when they're hit with the sort of power Gerrard hit the ball, then you've got no chance, even if you go the right way.
Konchesky. Reina again. Not sure he was right back on his line.
No, he's getting further and further away, and I'm not sure, you know, if Alan Wiley might have a word with him. But certainly, Konchesky tried to hit it down the middle. A lot of players in these situations do, because goalkeepers tend to go one way or the other. And Reina was still agile enough to get his feet to it and knock it away.
Alan Pardew fears the worst. John Arnorisa, the spotlight is on him now. Confronting him is Shaka Hislop. But it was too strong from Risa. 3-1.
Straight down the middle. Risa knows how vital that is. He's just hit it with power, kept his head down. To be fair, the same as Konchesky is, but unfortunately for Hislop, he couldn't get his feet up to knock it away.
It's Ferdinand, saved again by Reina, and Liverpool have won the FA Cup. Pepe Reina may not have had the best of days in the match itself, but goodness me, he has been a hero in the penalty shootout, and it's Liverpool's day after all. At the end of an extraordinary afternoon, it's finished Liverpool 3, West Ham 3, but Liverpool win 3-1 on penalties.
After one of the most exciting finals in years, both teams would enjoy differing fortunes the following season. Liverpool would again reach the Champions League final and face AC Milan. This time the Italians would run out victorious. West Ham would replace Pardew with Alan Kirbishley and only guarantee their top flight status with a last day win at Manchester United.